Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. Let's kick things off. Random mission, random commander, brutal plus. Let's find out the depths of which a man's sanity can be plumbed. How deeply can I subject myself to abject horrors of reality? Will I ever find a way out of the mess into which I have plunged my cold, icy heart? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Did I do a good job there? How deep is your love? Oh, hey, Seven, what's up? You got some good jams on? Is that it? I got some Weekend on right now. What's up, Sweet Spot? How's it going? It's actually my dog's birthday. Just in case you guys, he said he was a little upset none of you said anything when he came in there a second ago. I told him that the green screen's on. It did make him feel better when I said that. Enemy units get empowered by heroic units. That's great. And we get endless bombardments of missiles onto our base. That's great too. I love that. Love that. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. Gonna lose all of my dark pylons. Oh, Rachel. Yeah, you don't even have shield batteries with this guy. Vorazin does not have shield batteries. It is, without a doubt, part of the problem. So I can't just set up a shield battery to keep this alive. It's not going to work. Truthfully, in a manner of speaking, I kinda just need a lot more buildings. Because if it's like a random calculation of which structure it decides to attack, then it would stand to reason that having more structures should reduce the chance that any individual structure itself is the target, right? So I think as long as I keep making stuff, I think we're gonna be okay. Man, that Forge and Cybercore taking forever to build, though. I'm dying of old age over here. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna go Void Rays. Or maybe I could. Maybe that's the move. Maybe Void Rays are the move because of the situation. Yeah, actually, we're gonna go Voids. I changed my mind, boys. It's gonna be a Void Ray game, so we'll take the Geysers first. I think that's the maneuver. You guys like my 700,000 IQ strategies? Yes, Nathan, they're the best. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Chat's always got my back. Can still make Zealots as like our meat shield or whatever. Thank you, Sweet Spot. Thank you.
The objective has been marked. We can move when you are ready.
The cannon gets no buff. The probes get a damage buff, though. Probes do more damage from being cloaked, so there's that.
Amon's forces have seized the Celestial Lock. Taking control of it before it overloads is your primary objective. Research complete.
There we go. There we go. Incredible. And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the blood of 100... Sorry. The Countess is classic Diablo 2 lore point, however. it will be on the final Nathanias exam. It will be. You will have to answer some Diablo 2 lore questions. You will. Or what? I mean, I don't think I'm allowed to tell you. I think it has to just be a surprise, right? Look at that. Look at us.
We cannot allow Amon's army to take control of this lock.
He didn't really need the gas, you know. He could have just played mineral-only Artanis. Artanis's britches are a little big for his britches. Well, I'm just waiting to make, like, Void Rays at this point, so I think, yeah, that's really it. Not a lot of additional commentary to give until I've got some Void Rays out, I guess. What do you guys want to talk about? We tried the peanut butter filling Oreos. They were terrible. I wish I could rewind time with the time stone just to uneat them. You're batting 1,000 right now, Nate. What else? What next?
Amon's forces are moving to seize the celestial lock. It seems Amon has gained control of his own other continent.
See, we're good. We got the Void Rays, they're going off. Oh, my cloaked probes, they do revive automatically too. That's nice. That's nice. Yo, Lord Cal. Hey, have you ever seen Husky StarCraft? Yeah, Husky, he's cool. He used to be a pretty big deal in StarCraft way back when. He's like an OG of the game. He's considered to be one of the founding fathers of StarCraft 2, way back when the capital of Cthulhu used to be Philadelphia. You know, there was a time when Husky and Day 9 and HD, they signed the first constitution of StarCraft, which of course everybody has willfully misinterpreted since the drafting of, but it's not an important part of StarCraft history. Yeah, I know Husky. He's cool. I've never, like, hit a bong with him, but I've talked to him in my Twitch chat before, if that counts. Yeah, let's use the freeze ray. I do like the freeze ray. You're a dinosaur? Hell yeah. I'm 32, which I think in internet years does make me a dinosaur as well. My name is Nathan, so I've always thought if I would be a dinosaur, I'd probably be a Compsognathus. Get it? Get it? Anyway, yeah, so that's the dinosaur. I'd be a Compsognathus, because my name's Nathan, obviously. What kind of dinosaur would you be? Or I guess what kind of dinosaur are you, is maybe the more appropriate question to ask you. You're so happy to find an SC2 stream. SC2 co-op, I should say. Well, hey, Derpasaur. Wow, there's a different guy who also appears to be a dinosaur. Do you guys know the odds that there are multiple different dinosaurs in my chat at the same time? That's, like, kind of crazy. I'm just putting it out there. It's a little wild. Little loco hot cocoa. Anyway, yeah, I start all of my streams. with a co-op match. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I play random commander. I did random on the commander option. I did random on the map. And for difficulty, I did the highest one you're allowed to queue if you're forever alone, which is you're allowed to play brutal plus, but you're not allowed to queue higher than brutal plus if you're alone. So that's what I was up to. Just playing a little bit of casual, brutal plus solo queue. And yeah, it's kind of vibing, TBH. You thought that was such a funny timing? I'm like, there's 2 different dinosaur guys in my stream at the same time, and I'm like, okay, you know, I've got nothing against dinosaurs. Like everybody else born in the 90s, I mean, dinosaurs were like kind of a big deal. Dinosaurs were a pretty big deal if you grew up in the 90s. I'll say that. I don't know what it was like for the other generations. I don't know if kids these days still care about dinosaurs, but they were pretty bitchin'. Pretty bitchin' back when I was in elementary school. It was harder to be cooler than a T-Rex. I would still say it's pretty hard to be cooler than a T-Rex. Flip the pillow to the cool side. Let's just clear this out and we should be good. Meow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now what if I just did it again? Uh-oh. ×2. ×2. Humiliation. You can't find a counter argument. Velociraptors? Yeah, Velociraptors are pretty cool. Velociraptors are pretty cool. I mean, I feel like you were either on Team Velociraptor or Team T-Rex. Just to be clear, in order to do it properly, I also was like, you know, pretty big on... I also obviously had like a Stegosaurus and a Brontosaurus toy because, you know, he says, I'm waiting. He says, I'm waiting. You know what? You know what? He shouldn't have to wait. Who am I to make him wait? It's kind of fucked up of me, to be honest. Like, it's actually really fucked. So. The size storms. The goggles, they do nothing. Look at that. Look at my beautiful Void Rays. Now, this is an episode of Dragon Ball. This is an episode of Dragon Ball Z right here, boys. This is about 90% of the episodes as I'm charging up too. It's that part's also realistic. The weird Urbo lovers, Bronto and Stego, yeah. I mean, you still had to have them. Like, you needed something for the T-Rex to fight, right? Because obviously the T-Rex and the Velociraptor had to occasionally team up since, well, you know, I was one of 3 brothers, so usually somebody would end up getting backstabbed and left for dead. Just standard part of the little brother contract. You guys know how it goes, I assume. Summon the super guys. YOLO. Why not? Alright, well, we're gonna have to go back and reclaim that one. It's looking like we're gonna have to reclaim that one, because it's a little bit of a mess. If only I could merge my Dark Templar together. Yeah, if Vorzan had Archons, that'd be pretty sick. Nathan, she does. I mean, she does have Dark Archons. You've been building nothing but Void Rays all game, so how would you have that on your mind? Yeah, it's true. It's true. I never go Void Rays with Vorzan. But you did it for a good reason this time. Yeah, I mean, it was like the missile mutation, so I needed more anti-air. That's why I didn't make mass Dark Templar, because it like totally wouldn't have worked. Yeah, see? I don't think anybody's even arguing that. I don't think anybody's got a problem with that. That's true. But she does have Dark Archons, Just don't forget that. That's all. Because you'll sound kind of dumb if you do. Okay, that's fair. She does have Dark Archons. Yeah, it's co-op. The Dark Armada, exactly. Yeah, it's co-op. It's pretty fun. It's basically like raids, but StarCraft. Like, you do raids in StarCraft, more or less. This is how I warm up before I go play 1 versus 1 and get bent over by macro Zerg players that crush me with roach timings. Specifically, roach timings. Can hold a lot of pushes, can hold a lot of different types of attacks, but the roach timing, now that's... That right there. That's its own whole mamma jam. And there we are. We did it, boys. We did it. Incredible. Incredible. We did it. That's it. That's game. Yeah, it's like doing raids in StarCraft. The difficulties kind of scale. It's semi-random. You get teamed up with a random dude you've never met before. And it's like, you do have to interact with another person, but it's not as bad as needing to ask somebody at Home Depot where something is. Like, I would say if that's like a 10 or a 9, this is maybe closer to a 4 or a 3. Because if you screw up, sometimes the other guy will give you a piece of his mind. But like, not that often. Not that often. It's pretty chill. You know, there's new characters too. Yeah, there's a lot of different characters in it. You got Raynor, Kerrigan, Artanis, Swan, Zagara, Vorazun, Karax, Abathur, Alarak, Nova, Stukov, Phoenix, Dahaka, Han and Horner, Tychus, Zeratul, Stepman, Stukov. Yeah, they're all pretty based. They're all pretty based. Alright, we got TVT. First game of the day. No, I was like freaking out, man, because apparently I've been using the same desk for 11 years and it's starting to come apart. My dad was doing that thing where he's very insistent on getting me something useful or nice for Christmas, so he got me a new desk, and apparently it's coming today, although it was originally supposed to come like the other day, basically. So you know how when you like plan around something like that and then it's like all of a sudden the rest of your day might be taken over by the fact that you like never really had a time or opportunity to get to it, sort of dealio? That's about where we are. Yeah, you cheeser. Get out of my base, bro. You're cooked. This isn't Bird Game 3, dog. This isn't Bird Game 3, okay? This isn't Bird Game. You're done. You're done. Get out of here. Get out of here with your hummingbird player bullshit. Absolutely. Absolutely wild. Wild and vile. Boom. Boom. Get that hummingbird bullshit out of here. You guys know I only play Dodo. Alright? Don't fuck with me. Okay. Seems kosher. Seems okay. Maybe. Maybe we don't have to worry too much more here. Yeah, so anyway, apparently, like, FedEx might just be dropping off a full desk at our house at some point tonight. So, I've got the window kind of cracked open in case, because I usually pull up from the same side of the building, but we'll see. We'll see. Pretty excited to be honest, so. It's gonna be slightly smaller than the one that I have, but it's gonna actually have a wooden top, which will be really nice. I've got like an IKEA plywood desk. I've had this for about 10 years. Yo, SBO, where are we at with Tyrod? Future of the franchise? I mean, if you think of 38, is he like 38 or something? I don't know. I think that's a pretty hot take you've got there, but I'm not gonna tell you not to live your dreams. Alright? I'm gonna always encourage you to be yourself. Be your best Barbie. Be your best Barbie, baby. Be your best Barbie, baby. That's what it is. Be your best Barbie, baby. 36? Yeah. Again, I mean, you're free to that take. I don't know about that though. Even Aaron Rodgers isn't living up to the fake, you know, the fake old man hype, so. He joins an esteemed list of old white guys who overestimate their competency. Now Tyrod Taylor, I mean, built different, of course, but no, I don't think he's going to be playing NFL into his 40s. I got a feeling he won't be playing into his 40s. It was nice to watch one of our quarterbacks actually complete passes, though. That part I did like. That part was nice. I'm not used to seeing the Jets complete passes to their receivers. It is unusual. So. But yeah, it's like, that's the silver lining. It's like, yeah, we lost, but we completed some passes. Mm. Maybe we find a way to win tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? Roddy has been watching the Falcons games again, which means maybe he's put a couple of cheeky bets. And if that's the case, if Roddy's got any cheeky bets on the Falcons, then they're pretty much guaranteed to lose, so. Opportunities aplenty. Opportunities aplenty. Damn. All right, GG. Let's go next. It might work. I'll let you know. Hey, Foreman. Good morning. Were you in Australia? I'm like, where would it be morning right now? It's almost 5 p.m. It's like just barely almost 5 p.m. here. He tried to proxy me and then he just blind countered my air rush, so I'm just gonna do a less interesting build order and just all in him on one base so we don't have to waste too much time. I do not want to start my day playing a bunch of Terran versus Terrans against a cheeser. No thank you. No thank you. I'm not awake enough for that. I'm not there. No, you're from India? Oh, hell yeah. Right on. Very based, very based. Oh, we got nothing? You're telling me I got matched against a guy who doesn't scout 2 games in a row? Incredible. That's never happened before. That's absolutely, you know, that's just one of those things. I've never seen it. I've only heard the legends. I've only heard the legends of such games. Whenever I don't scout, you know, my stream, they go right up my ass about it. I gotta be real. They do. People get pissed. He did send his guy in. He did send his guy in right as I mentioned it, so that's nice. I do appreciate that. Sometimes they throw you a solid like that. Sometimes they throw you a solid. If he gets 3 SCVs, I'll GG here too. We're so close. Oh no, guys, I lost too many resources. Oh no. I can't come back. Oh no. Fuck. I killed his Reaper before he could kill another SCV. Tough. I'm forced to stay in this game a little longer. What a tragedy. I can't imagine anything worse. New haircut? Yeah, I decided to wear my bangs today. That's about it. I just decided to wear my bangs today. You guys have never actually seen me do that before, but usually I push my bangs up. That's all. Today I did not. Oh, this guy just goes mass cyclone, huh? That's his thing? That's his thing? Oh, see, there you go. He just does this every game. He was always gonna do this.
course.
Yeah, look at this. Look how fast he rushes to that, too. Yeah, that's all.
Incoming order.
His plan is to just play, like, what, Mass Cyclone, and he's going to drag this game out 500 years. I'm going to do, like, a 2-tank all-in, because I think he'll have plenty of units to shut it down. I just don't want to play a long Terran versus Terran at the start of my stream. There's nowhere near enough incentive for me to want to play a 40-minute Terran versus Terran right when I hop on. Abso-fucking-lutely not, bro. It's not happening. It's just not gonna happen. Let's get a streamer base, too. Whatever helps us get out of this game faster. Yo, Bryson, what's up, what's up? Mass Cyclone? Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Like, his style would basically keep me from doing anything all game. Like, that's all, so. I don't care. He can kill as many SCVs as he wants. I am about to all in the shit out of him, so. Kill as much as you want, dude. Just make sure you don't have any energy. Make sure you don't have any energy if you can help it. And that's it. That's what we're gonna do. There we go. There we go. Nice. There you go. See? I wasn't doing it. I wasn't gonna do it. No. It wasn't gonna happen. He added the Banshee up here or something, huh? Now, as soon as I saw all the auto turrets, as soon as I saw him throw away all the energy on his Ravens, I'm like, this is absolutely my chance to avoid getting dragged into a long game. Look, he had a ninja base, too. He had a ninja base, too. Psychopath. I guess is that his answer to the streamer base, or did he do it first? Did he do it right when I did it? Or he did it as soon as I sent the SCV out, or right around the time I did. But he did go first. That's crazy. It's good to know if when we rematch, I gotta check for that. No, the hardest part about playing against Mass Cyclone is it just gets really difficult to leave your own base. So, like, in that kind of situation, all I'm thinking is, I don't want to play. I don't want to play some 45-minute long match where I have to slowly... Because the thing is, I don't play bio, right? So without playing bio, I don't have, like, the mobility that I need with Concussive Shell and Marauders and stuff to take down the Cyclones. So I would just have to play, like, this unbelievably patient game, which I have patience, but, like, you know, it's Saturday night, man. I'm not here to get my knickers in a twist, you know what I mean? 40-minute TVT, that's like, you know, you gotta be on, like, my OnlyFans, like, platinum tier for that. Seriously. And you only get to redeem one of those a year. You know what I mean? I don't know if platinum tier is the thing, okay? Maybe that's my boomer speaking, but... Sounds like it'd be a thing. Sushi Chef. His mind was like an open book for you, GG. Thank you, thank you. I finally got my free xenomorph, so I'm just leveling. I'm leveling up my xenomorph. I have like 3 other poison guys on my team, so I'm kind of excited to get him in there. His passive is that the defense of every enemy unit goes down by like 20% if they have poison on them when he's on the field. So very exciting Saturday over here. Katie is closing at the brewery, and then she's opening tomorrow. Seems she got her hours raised quite a bit, so she's pretty excited about that. She's gonna be very busy. Katie's gonna be working more. I'm gonna be streaming more. I'm gonna have, you guys know, Katie is my absolute #1. So I do have my schedule stuff more or less revolve around hers, but I think hers is gonna get more consistent now too. So I know I've talked about that. A few times. So just wanted to share that with you. I didn't go on yesterday because Katie actually ended up having a pretty short shift. She had her shift moved for Friday specifically. So we ended up meeting some friends. For some Buffalo Wild Wings and a nice stroll and hanging out. We checked out the mall, and yeah, they were like, we didn't really have much time. We didn't really have much time to do anything, but we wanted to pick up something for my dad. There was something I wanted to get for my dad from the mall. Get him a little Christmas something, since my dad got me a freaking desk. This is like the kind of shit my dad does though, because he'll just harass me about it forever and be like, yo Nate, do you want like these new Meta Ray-Ban glasses? And I'm like, no. If you want to throw away hundreds of dollars on me for something I don't need, I've had this old desk for 11 years. And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And I'm like, so I'm kind of hyped about that. The top of this wobbles. It wobbles. I think I'm upgrading to something that's going to be pretty close to actual wood. So it's very, very exciting. Very, 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 very exciting. But I was like, no, I don't need some overpriced tech glasses. No, I'm good. I'm good. So he's like, you gotta let me get you something that you need. So that's coming in. It said today. So I'm like, It was supposed to be like Tuesday or Thursday, so you guys can see why I'm all over the place. Yeah. So she's gonna be busier. That means I'm gonna have more time to stream. That means that you guys, as you know, we're just gonna be going at it. Be going at it and getting it. That's what we do. That's what we do. Oh, we also played the 0 point. We did the 0 point event they did in Fortnite today at like 11 o'clock. That was nice. The map has been destroyed again for the umpteenth time. They had Godzilla and Hatsune Miku do like a combo laser shot to fight the enemy. It was incredible, as you might imagine. Really earth-shattering stuff. Really earth-shattering. Yeah, we're in trouble here. We are in trouble because I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Just waiting for my siege tank to finish and hoping that happens in time. That's really it. See if I can get some damage done on the backside. See, my Reaper's got 3 kills. Can I get the mic a little higher? Visiting mall must be the most common leisure in the U.S. I mean, it's definitely a millennial thing. We're pretty big on malls, you know. Back when we were younger, like the whole meme was that like Earth was going to continue to become a better place to live as we got older, which I mean did not really end up working out, but like malls were a picturesque part of that beautiful utopia we like to envision. It's hard to beat. Hard to beat a good classic 90s mall experience. I'll say that. Our mall does not have a GameStop, tragically. Damn. Banshees? Surprised you didn't try to just like focus down my tank. My favorite millennial myth was that you could achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You could achieve anything if you're lucky enough for the 80-year-old guy that bought the house you want for $20 to be so bored he just gives it to you. You know? That's it, guys. You just need to, everybody just needs to go to a Hallmark town. That's it. Find your local Ebenezer Scrooge and see if you can get them to have a change of heart before they accidentally find a way to make them all live forever. Good luck. We love malls. Hell yeah. We had a pretty good mall that we lived by in LA that we would go to all the time. And then there was like pretty much nothing in Vegas. Vegas was pretty rough on the mall front. The only actual mall we had was like an outdoor one, so just not really great considering that Vegas is just brutal 24/7 outside. Very draining place to be in, even if it's cold out. What you got? Oh, see, there we go, there we go. See, he's got Vikings too. He's got Vikings too. He's got Vikings too. That one big mall by the Trade Center building. I don't know which one you're talking about. Don't know which one you're talking about. That's about as vague as you can get. No offense. I can't guess which mall you're talking about from that alone. I could name you the malls though. We could do that. I think that'd be an easier way for us to talk about malls that we both know. So I'll start. The mall out in Bellingham is called Bellis Fair. The mall in LA that we went to is called Westfield. The mall we would go to in Vegas that wasn't really great because it was an outdoor mall, it's the Glendale Mall. I think, anyway. I might not even remember the name because of how it was. Not the best mall, truly. But how do you have an outdoor-only mall in How do you have an outdoor-only mall in Las Vegas? How do you not have an indoor mall like you can go to? Ain't going down to the Strip. Ain't going down to the Strip just for that. Hell no. Hell no. Glendale Mall? Yeah, see, you get it. Alright, GG. There you go. We don't have to play a 50-minute game. We're safe. I told you guys, I'm gonna max out push every game. We're not playing an hour-long game. Gotta have deep pockets for that kind of game. There we go, TVZ. think anybody really likes TVT too much, no. The people who say that they have fun because they win, like, those are the people that hate themselves the most. They don't mean that when they say that either, because there's nothing that satisfies a person with that kind of craving anyway. It's pain all the way down, baby. It's pain all the way down. They're just trying to fill a different bottomless hole. Have I ever heard the song When I'm Grandmaster by Tempo? Hell yeah. It's a good song. That's how dopamine works, yeah. The only reason you play the game is for a shot of dopamine you get when you see the victories screen? Is that really it? People really are animals, huh? That's incredible. Now I know why. Now I finally understand why I can't relate to anybody. I must be an alien. You're telling me people do all this shit just for the feeling at the end? Just for the feeling at the end? That's it? You guys' wives must hate you. But now I'm just plat. That is a good throwback. They'll call me Bonjour just like my name was Flash. It's iconic. It's iconic, my dude. Nate, you're not doing your double Reaper build. I hope you know that, which means you don't actually want to lose your Reapers here because you don't have any other ones in production. In production. Yeah, hey, let's do it, man. I'll be honest with you. I have no intention of building Marines this game, so I'm not going to, honestly. So you don't really have to worry about that part. You don't have to sweat it. It's not an issue. Not for you. Not for you. Speaking about animals, did you see... Oh, did they do like an animal crossover thing? Is that it? Did they do like a world championship, like Animorphs kind of deal? And League of Legends did that one year where they had like all the characters represented by their champions in like the intro video. That's pretty cool. Or are they like adding animal characters to Dota? Is that what you're talking about? Do you guys think that he saw the criticism as being directed towards him and he had to like redirect it? Is that what's going on? Sensitive people don't last very long in this stream, honestly, so I get it. Particularly insecure people don't last very long. Okay, so he's going into Roches. Let's get it. Armories are on the way. We haven't. We know what he's doing. Let's have to see if we can hold him. Let's have to see if we can hold it. I'm just kidding, by the way. I think he was trying to like call Dota players. I think he was trying to like generalize an entire player base of another game. Maybe if you could kill your minions, maybe your teammates wouldn't be so mean to you. Alright, you gotta get your last hits, because otherwise you're not getting gold. What are you doing, man? He's traumatized by his jungler. Can you hold this with tanks? I might be able to hold it with tanks. I'll try. I'll build like 2 to 3 tanks. I mean, tanks are usually not enough because of how big the maps are. Like, just the amount of surface area that he has to collapse on. The pocket he can collapse on is going to be huge. Like, he can get a really crazy degree of attack. So that's, you know, that's maybe the hardest part. That said, I don't have any turrets at all, so maybe this is the move. Maybe this is the move. Just 2 more tanks, that's it. That's all I'm gonna build. You guys know how much I hate siege tanks, so I'm gonna try to just make 2 more here so I don't have to sweat it too much. We'll repair the Liberator so we can get her back out into the field.
Add-ons finished.
Yes, sir. Standing by.
Research has concluded.
We reach.
Upgrade ready. Moist.
There we go. I got one of the Hydras there. It's nice. Oh! Actually, I maxed out, which is nice. There it is, guys. He says Dota attracts the worst people. There you go. He got self-conscious because we talked about how mean StarCraft players can be. Now he's going to take it out on a group of people who aren't even here to defend themselves. It's okay. Let it out. This is a safe space. Tell me, what did the Dota players do to you? Tell me, what did they do to you, Nick? What did your teammates say? Did he say jungle gap? Is that what he said? Did you give up Roshan with 10% health? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Did you drop Aegis? Did you forget to even use it? Truly a toxic slum. I get it. I've seen Detroit. I've been there. I had to ride in a camera truck that had its window punched out. So I get it. I get it, man. See, we've all seen some scary shit. Yeah, I mean, he did get to Hydras at a pretty decent time, but I think he wants to base trade. Like, I think he genuinely wants to base trade me. I think that's what he's gonna go for. Or, oh, there you go. There you go. Look at that. This actually should be pretty good for us then. I am not worried here at all. Just target the infestors with the liberators. That's it. Easy. I think those liberators really messed him up earlier. Was this guy Diamond? Maybe. Maybe. They say you have to be smart to be good at StarCraft, so the smart thing to do would probably be to spend the weekend with their families, right? I'm out here with the Unsullied, you know what I'm saying? He behaved very strangely, yeah. I've seen stranger things. I am here to fuck with you guys tonight, sorry. You're kind of like in my little saw trap, so. But for some of you, I mean, it could be a life-fulfilling wish. And to those I say, you're welcome. You're welcome. He didn't do run by, he didn't do Nidus, he didn't do swarm host, he didn't engage well, etc. Yeah, I mean, lots of people play passively. You're probably like, your perspective is probably ruined by like watching pornographic StarCraft content, right? Like, you only see pros, so when you watch normal people do it, you're like, wow, that's awful. But it's like, actually, that's how most people do it. I know, disgusting, right? Man, it is what it is. Anything worse than Cyril. Anything worse than Cyril doesn't do it for him. It doesn't do it for him. Nate plays this Persephone guy a lot, to be honest. That's true. That's true. I usually play Persephone at least once a stream, but I'd say sometimes we get up to twice. Sometimes we get up to that second time in a stream, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, incredible. Incredible. Trying to implement Clem into your games and wondering why your gold league is crazy. There you go. There you go. It's like people don't understand that the key to being like a championship winning Pee-wee football team is to just teach the kids how to wrap up and tackle and then just teach the guy running with the ball that everybody's scared of him. And you can win the Pee Wee League pretty easily with that mentality. But like, you don't go in and be like, actually, we're gonna try and play like Derrick Henry. All right, I need this 8-year-old to only eat bison burgers with grass-fed, cage-free mozzarella, and be fed a 24/7 consistent stream of organic whole eggs, you know, every single day before the game. And then we're going to just hope that he turns into something resembling an Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings, where he is 3 times the height of everybody around him and he tramples them like it's Attack on Titan. You know, I don't know, Kev. I don't know, man. I don't know. You'll get Persephone 5 times in a row any day of the week past 9 p.m. Well, there you go. There you go. It is known. It is known. I'm in a little bit of a trolley mood. We can have some fun tonight, okay? If somebody wants to take it very seriously, you know, if somebody gets a little tipsy and gets hurt, we'll all write them a get well soon girl card. You know, it'll be okay. If anybody gets hurt, we'll reach out. We'll make sure we make it right. But tonight, it's just you and me having a little bit of fun. Just having a little cheeky laugh, huh? How about it? HGH? Maybe. Maybe. He didn't, like, actually try to hide a pylon in my base. That would have been incredible. I wouldn't even be able to be mad at him in that scenario. That's still just like a damn situation. Tell me, what did the Dota girlies say on the other side of the cafeteria? What did they say? Did they say mid-diff? I hate when people tell me mid-diff, because as the mid player, it makes me feel like the entire 10-person game completely boiled down to my mistakes and my mistakes alone. And I have to say, when I feel targeted or singled out like that, I absolutely lose my mind. It's not easy. It's not easy being beautiful. That's okay. Coming to get you, Barbara. Coming to get you, Barbara. Now, usually when I'm getting flamed in League of Legends, it's somebody being like, hey, I OPGG'd Nathanias, he has 1.5 million mastery on Malzahar. And then my team's like, you have 1.5 million mastery and you're 0-5? And I'm like, let me cook. You guys will be shocked. You guys will be shocked by this, but most of my teams, they don't want to let me cook in that situation. They don't. I can't tell if that's FedEx. I have no idea. Are they going to need me to sign for this thing? I've got a yard. Are they just gonna, can you just leave it there? I have no idea what's going to happen, guys. If I don't get this desk today, it really doesn't matter at all. Okay, we're just going to have to face the consequences of our actions together, shall we? Shall we? Okay, I actually did get a lot from that, so I'm not particularly feeling like there's an impetus for me to follow that. FedEx got Nate fed. I know! Well, I thought the package was gonna be coming in the middle of the week. I thought my wife would be, like, home, you know, and I wouldn't be streaming. And I'm over here like, I don't want to go sit out. I don't want to sit and wait the whole entire day and not stream just so I don't miss this. Like, no offense, you know, I mentally I was prepped for it to come next week. So, can you really blame me? Can you really blame me? It's not like I'm going to build the desk today instead of stream either. That would also be crazy. Maybe I could stream building the desk. I'm sure everybody would love that, but probably not. That said, I am very excited about the desk, don't get me wrong. Very, very, very excited. I'm so excited to not have these, like, IKEA plastic wood screw thingies used to keep the whole thing together. It'll be nice. It'll be a nice upgrade. It's gonna be a nice upgrade for Nathaniel. Alright, well, just remember this is what you asked for. Oh, we are absolutely fucked. He is coming to kill us. He is coming to kill us right now. Right now. Yeah, I've been using this IKEA desk with the plastic things to connect the tabletop to the adjustable base. That's what I've been using for 10 years. So I've been using for 10 years. I think the desk I'm about to have will use real screws. Can't tell you how excited I am. Couldn't possibly find the words. Yeah, we're super dead. GG. It's incredible. I got Katie. Katie has like $100 Amazon desk. This thing, like right here. This desk she has is like that, and it doesn't wobble at all. I'm just saying this thing is absolute, man. Now I gotta nervously peek out the window like a crazy guy. No, it's okay. We're good. We're good, guys. I've still got the aluminum foil all over the walls and the newspapers over the windows. Just gotta hope my brother Jimmy doesn't come over and try to turn on anything electric. That was a dank reference for all the great people out there with excellent taste in media.
It's time to kick things off.
My wife has never watched Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, but she has been excited about Pluribus, which we've been watching together. And I don't know if any of you guys are watching. I'm not going to spoil it, but at the end of like the last episode, there's just an actor that they have in there that brought some feels back. I couldn't share the moment with her because she hadn't seen the other shows, though. So there's a little mini, I'm not going to say a fourth wall break, but it feels like, almost feels like one. Always got a good backwatch live. That's true. That's true. The day she breaks and wants to watch Breaking Bad, her mind's going to be like blown, right? This is why I always wear my bangs up. Oh my god. Can't get this stuff out of my face. It's the only series you watch twice all the episodes. I've fully watched all the episodes twice or plus of more shows than... no, everybody's probably, right? You actually might be the exception here if you've only watched one show like that. I can say I've probably seen every Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode like 3 or 4 times. Probably seen every episode of Parks and Rec maybe twice. Let's see, Walking Dead I think I've watched through probably 3 or 4 times. Sometimes I just throw the, it's always on some channel. Whatever random ass website you gotta go to, there's always a 24/7 Walking Dead channel somewhere. When we had the YouTube TV, they had a channel that was nothing but just 24/7 Walking Dead. That's some good shit. Just put that on. That's how you kill time in the background. People having their faces eaten. Can't get enough. Yo, Ice Worker. Yo, yo, yo. It feels slightly draggy. Well, things certainly weren't developed for the swipe culture, that's for sure. It certainly wasn't a show made with swipe culture in mind. They have long dramatic pauses and scenes of exposition where they don't have something happening on the side at the same time. So it's definitely a stark contrast to what you have these days. But hey, how's the new job? How's life? Well, I'm just streaming. I started streaming in July. I've started streaming in July, so it's just been a few months now, but it's been going pretty well. Things with the old job didn't really end up working out for the long term. Katie was able to get a much better position, and I'm still looking for stuff, but it's better than it was before. So we're making do, etc., etc.
Research complete.
Not gonna have to sell my dog's kidneys or anything, Nathan has resting bitch face, and I just have this very intimidating aura that bothers people. So, but thankfully, Katie is just very, very, very well liked. So, what are you gonna do? What's your game plan, brah? What's it gonna be? If someone hires you, no more streams? Yeah, I probably would just stream less. That's what I only streamed maybe like 5 times last year after I got the job. So yeah, probably. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes. This guy's worst nightmare is me getting a third base, I guess, huh? I'm gonna guess he has a third or a fourth, so we're probably in trouble. Yeah, probably in trouble. If he has a third base, I'm tapping out. Yeah, he does. GG. GG. There's nothing we can do anymore. What was the field of work? I was doing IT stuff. It's a very, very wide range. I was one of those jobs where I was underpaid to do the jobs of like 6 different people of all sorts of different roles at a small business. Pretty much everything possibly related to software development, website management, asset creation, onboarding, offboarding, clients, customers, employees, all of that stuff. Anything more or less that you're capable of thinking of for like a small business. Oh, also I was in like client meetings and taking notes and talking to our customers and stuff. So just that kind of thing. Just that kind of thing. That's like the shortest like description I can give, because otherwise I could talk about that for hours. But if I'm not being paid to, you know, that job is in. I'm not. It's not something I want to give my time or attention to anymore either. Just the TLDR, all of the IT things, And I had to interview all the new hires for competency and compatibility of what stuff they had. So there are few hells worse than having to install Google Workspace. Trying to install a Google Workspace Windows framework on the remote laptop of someone who does not speak English as a first language. You know, it's great times. So you just ran the business? Yeah, they really gave Katie and I a pretty tremendous amount of stuff to do. But a lot of what I was doing at that point was also to support her, because she was like managing the client relationships and stuff like that. So but we were both doing way too much. So Katie's like, I want to serve beer again. Katie's like, I want to serve beer. I was like, okay, let's find a place. Go apply. Do whatever. I don't give a shit. Just want you to be happy. So I'm glad she found a nice brewery though. Didn't have to, you know, go anywhere sketch, which is really nice. She's texting me that the cooks are making really good pizza today. She says the pizza is better than the chefs are making better pizza than average. Can we all put our hands together? She's telling me she's gonna bring a pizza home now. Can't complain about that. So there you go. I spoilerino. That's what she texted me about. Busy at times with good energy. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Katie got extra hours. She got her schedule kind of improved quite a bit. So she's I mean, I know she's been doing great, but she's very hard on herself with that kind of stuff. So she's for her the results are kind of what she needs to feel good about her work. So we were both pretty stoked about that. And my stuff is doing pretty well, quite a bit better than it was when I stopped, you know. But we both, you know, when you're working in any kind of hospitality-based industry, you're also just going to be limited by what people have, so. The YouTube stuff's been doing really well for me. Crazy well. But, like, it's only been 3 months, you know? It takes time. It takes time for this stuff to start going anywhere. I was only going to be doing that IT job part-time, but they had a data security incident, so I read through 67,843 lines of Google admin console reports for Drive. Great time. Great time. Why? Because I was told to. Oh. How about no? I do think we just got a lot, though. I think we just got a lot there. But yeah, I mean, for me, when I think about, like, for myself anyway, having a break from streaming was nice, just because by the time that I think, had gotten the job, that was, like, basically a couple different things ended up lining up. Like, Stormgate had its pretty horrific launch, like, right around that time as well. So I was like, how much time am I going to put towards trying to do stuff for that game versus should I just take this thing and kind of just cool off for a little bit? So the mental break there was really nice. But it also just worked out really fortunately for me that I've said this a bunch, but I really do mean this. They haven't been updating StarCraft for like years. They legitimately haven't. So the fact that they started updating the game again in the last like month or two is also just, it's a big reason why I'm streaming the game in here. So StarCraft is a lot less dead than it was a year ago. It's a lot less dead right now than it was a year ago. I don't know if you guys agree or believe that, but that's from the perspective of somebody who's at least used to be on the inside. I view it that way. If I could buy calls on StarCraft, it'd probably be a little too late, but still some, I think some gains to be had there. Oh yeah, I mean the pro scene is pretty cooked. I do believe that. There's really very little to defend the pro scene anymore. But the game itself being updated and still getting new maps and balance patches, like, that's really good. That's really good. The pro scene will only ever come back if they make it possible for new people to get into the game and compete. Like, that's... You can lie to yourself as much as you want and pretend that if we just dump millions of dollars to the same 3 people that have been winning everything for the last 5 years, that we have a scene. But if you really believe that, well, I think you're just deluding yourself. So I don't think you do. I don't think deep down anybody believes that. We got to freshen up the game. We got to put on that red dress. Go out to the club. Go out to the club and say we're looking for trouble. You know, that's what we got to do. We got to put ourselves out there a little bit, guys. We got to comb our hair again. All right? They're not just those new players that could come in and revitalize our game. They're not just going to walk in. They're not just going to give you their number. That's not how it works. You got to work for it a little bit. You got to give a little. So I hope to see the folks working on the game continue to give a little so that we can get more people back playing the game. That will mean that more potential players can sign up for those online cups. And from there, you have the basis. You have the basis for being able to grow the competitive scene again. But you have to avoid just funneling all the money to everybody that's already competing, because it's a big part of what killed the scene. But also, there's just so few tournaments, so. I feel pretty good about what we've done this game, huh? Not bad. Nate, do you really need to throw that Banshee away too? Do they all have to die? Is that what will make you happy?
Upgrade ready. Moist. Research complete.
Let's see. Let's do... I'm like, I want to wall this off. I wanted to build another factory. That would be nice. Beautiful. You feel like the industry is stagnating? Well, I mean, look, you're either oblivious to stuff or you're not, right? Like, if you guys are, if you follow literally anything happening on planet Earth these days, it's pretty, there's a couple pretty universally accepted things, right? Like, money's tight, you know? We're not really in a place right now where companies are able to borrow huge amounts of money to try new business ventures. Like, one of the reasons why there's so few tournaments in esports stuff these days is because a lot of those ventures and firms were funded off of VC. A lot of it was just investment money that the entire industry ran on. And the idea was that they could build things that could eventually be monetized or improved, but that's what you do during an economic boom cycle. So when the economy is growing, when GDP is going up, when people are doing better, when people are able to spend into new categories, like, that's when you really open up to have a lot of opportunities, you know. But I think if people are broke and businesses aren't able to borrow money, then how can you expect any game studio, how can you expect even a big publisher to want to take a risk on an unknown, right? Like, all of these little things in all these different places just end up adding up. But yeah, I just think that you're probably just gonna have to wait, right? Gotta wait till we get to the other side of the bubble, right? That's more or less. The good news is, on the other side of it, you can start to go back up, right? I mean, that's the hope. That's the hope. Money is tight. Exactly. There's not exactly a bunch of banks looking to hand out billions of dollars to game developers right now, guys. I hate to break it to you. Good luck. Good luck going and borrowing money to start anything that isn't purchasing NVIDIA chips. Good luck. Oh, we got a barcode Protoss. Chug. I had to finish it before it got warm, you know, that's important. Get my booch going. Get my booch on. You thought Tencent was buying Ubisoft? Last I checked, Ubisoft's market cap is under like 4 or 5 billion, right? Pretty much anybody could buy them at this point. I think GameStop's got like 10 billion. They could buy them. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I've been waiting for Ubisoft to get acquired. I wonder if that'll be like a bottom signal. I thought EA selling was a top signal, personally. It may still be. You need to get a wireless network adapter for your kid's PC, so you get the one that goes into the MOBO or the USB stick. Well, some motherboards have antennas built in, but those will actually kind of be affected a little bit more in some ways by things like the quality of the motherboard. So if you bought like a pre-made PC, you might be better off. They're probably cheaped out as much as they possibly could on every part that wasn't, you know, something that they didn't make themselves, like the graphics card. So I'd probably go with a USB wireless adapter, but I don't know what motherboard you have, so it may be an OEM motherboard that's like, depending on who you got it from, it could be some custom thing too. It may really suck, or it could be really good. My Ethernet ports bug out when my system's at like 120% load, so I have PCIe drop-in cards for my Ethernet ports, just because on my AM5, AM4, that's just the one thing that struggles, because I'm like sending the game feed across the network while I'm also playing a game. Like I actually fully saturate the bandwidth of my Ethernet ports for hours at a time. So for me, my tolerance level, my load level, a little bit different maybe than the average individuals. So please don't take it to heart that that's what you have to do. You just might find that you could do that. Games used to be made by the best of the best. It was literal magic. Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, you have to remember, here's where it started. The problem was people found out that video games are awesome. And this was like the first real problem, because then enterprising individuals realized that if they made an awesome game, they could probably make as much money as there were people on Earth who liked their game. And this is where they discovered that video games can be very, very profitable, because people will, no matter where you're from or where you are, you're a little bit less regionally limited, right? Like there's probably less regional limitation of popular games than there are of any other type of media as well. Great point. Great point being that we do play a lot of, there's a lot of shared games across regions and stuff, even if movie scenes necessarily aren't the same, or TV shows. You get a little bit more of that, even Eastern culture into the Western audience, just because of popularity of games that come from there. Whereas you're probably less likely to see a white guy go check out Chinese films that aren't made in English, right? But he'll try games made by Chinese developers. Video games really have incredible reach when you think about it. So unfortunately, that thus began the long process that happens everywhere. Anytime someone ever accidentally makes something good, it gets attacked. It gets attacked by opportunists. First, people made good games. Then they were like, I made a really good game, so I don't have anything left to prove, And then someone said, well, let's give you a life-changing amount of money for this good game you made. Then you never have to work another day in your life. And they say, wow, that's pretty nice. Never work another day in my life. Endless generational wealth for my children. Sure, I'll take that deal. And then the next thing you know, the game that guy made that everybody loved, it ain't that guy's game anymore. And thus, the cycle has repeated itself. That's why there's just so much inauthentic stuff out there. Because all they see is what people like, and they're trying to make something people like, but maybe this is my idealistic side speaking, but as someone who considers himself an artist and is a fan of many artists, something I've seen that I believe is that success comes from making something that you would really enjoy yourself in many ways. It's about trying to make the perfect game. And then obviously your idea of the perfect game is going to be different than everybody else that makes games, but like you're trying to make like the coolest fucking thing that you possibly can. Because if you can't describe what you're doing as like amazing or aiming for some bar, right? Then it's like, yeah, I don't know. Then you've already got the generational wealth part, I guess, if that's the case. But the people don't want to admit this, but this one of the unfortunate realities of the AI stuff is any level of democratizing what would normally be very, very, very expensive budgets when it comes to many aspects of what it takes to make software or games. That's That's just one of those things that's going to help more people who can't get corporate money to be able to break out and get their stuff out there. In the long run, having some of that stuff available, whether people generally think that it'll be a negative or not, the ability for somebody with a really good game concept to potentially spin it up faster with that. It's the kind of thing everybody loves to talk about hating on, because obviously they just think about big companies using it to replace paying labor, which is its own completely separate issue, obviously. But like, if the next Minecraft that takes over the world is made by some dude in his apartment with a AI coding tool, I don't know. What happens then? What happens? What happens if we find out that that Among Us was just made with ChatGPT the whole time? Like, what does that do? What does that do to society? Like, what happens? What happens to planet Earth? What happens to us, guys? Oh, I didn't repair my guy. GG. Solo dev working with the AI, which is speeding you up. Yeah, exactly. So on one hand, you have people who are like animalistically opposed to the idea of this technology, like desecrating their blessed thing. On the other hand, it's like, how many people out there are just limited by that availability, you know, on like some level? And it's like, well, the cool part is I don't have to waste my time picking a side and defending it from you guys. I'm going to be doing the same thing that you will, which is just waiting to see what the fuck happens. We'll see. We'll see. Perfect AI cat videos. Yeah, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The Zoomer Tycoon. I don't know if you heard about this, but young people are out of the game, man. Something new? Something new? What a fascinating concept. What an absolutely incredible concept. You mean like somebody pioneering something that we're not currently aware of, that it doesn't exist at this moment? Is that possible? You could have fooled me. I thought we were still playing the self-driving is coming next year game. I thought that's where we still were with all of that. It is a Protoss again, so we should be good. You fully embrace AI? You're like one of Victor's followers in Arcane Season 2. You just let him put his hand on your forehead and you're like, you're just one of them now, right? I heard you can do that. I heard that's a thing, so. That whole Pluribus show is actually just a Neuralink advertisement, actually. That's what I was hearing about. This might be AI Nate. Do you really think AI Nate? Actually, I can't be AI because you guys, there's maybe 3 different ways I could take this joke right now. Sorry. Because my hair, I have never worn, there's no training data available of me with my bangs down. So this specific haircut, this is the first time footage has ever been put online of me with my bangs down. So if this was like only done by like using somebody else's bangs over my head, I gotta admit, that'd be pretty trippy. It would also be an incredibly interesting use of resources to go out of my way to give myself bangs. Yeah, maybe my bangs, but then I was gonna say, maybe then some guy in chat is gonna say, well, your bangs look bad, Nathan, so of course it looks AI generated, and I'm gonna be like, if I say no to this guy's joke, I'm saying my hair looks bad. I almost went down the disassociation train, but I stopped myself, okay? I pulled myself back. I'm trying not to accidentally walk away for a pack of cigarettes in the middle of a game again. I'm trying to keep it together for you guys. It's giving Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3? Hell yeah. I've got big head. I got big head, got lots of bangs. I usually just have my bangs up, so I've always slicked it back. This is what it would look like when I would play basketball in high school, though. I couldn't slick it back during the games. Although I probably had another like 2 inches. It was past my nose the last time I got it cut, so. How long are you gonna be on? Going to the store? I am... Tonight? Well, Katie is closing, so she's gonna be back probably around 10 o'clock-ish. So with that in mind, I'm gonna say I will probably be streaming until... what do I usually aim for? 4 o'clock? 8 o'clock? Probably 8 p.m.? Probably gonna be on until 8-ish tonight. So another 2 hours, maybe? It's also my golden retriever's birthday, so I gotta meet his plug, because he's, all he wanted for birthday was 1 bump of coke, and, you know. Apparently, it's really dangerous. Apparently I can go to prison for life, but that's the only thing my dog had on his birthday list, so. Fuck me, right? So anyway, that's what I'm up to tonight. Lewis is 6 years old. He's downstairs, though, because he's waiting at the door for his mom to get home, because that's what he does. He doesn't want to be up here listening to Dad yap about StarCraft. He's not interested in that. I don't think we're going to be able to get our natural up here, boys. GG. Let's go next. If we play him a 3rd time in a row, I'll dodge after the next game, but he's just a Protoss player. I can't blame him for researching Blink. How could I ask a man not to research Blink? Preposterous. Twould be preposterous. Nay, dare I say, outright overreach, even. Indubitably so. Let's do that one. We are searching for a game, though. We are. 3 gate, nothing beats it. I think it was 4, but yeah, that 4 gate Blink is like the standard build. Gateway, Nexus, Core, Twilight, yeah, and then yeah, 4 gate. It was 4 gate. It's a very popular build. The only like thing that really deals with that is just turtling with crazy amounts of bunkers and tanks. I had the tanks, but you guys know I wasn't gonna make like a million bunkers there. It's not really my vibe. We've got a Protoss player. Getting all Protoss today. Nice. Yeah. I think this is our 4th Protoss player in a row. Lots of TVP today. Lots and lots. Damn. He's going for it. He's going for it, man. There it is. There it is. Here we go. Oh, he's actually doing it. He is. He's doing it. He's crazy. Loco. He's absolutely nuts. I mean, yeah, by all means, dude. He worked really hard on that. He worked really hard on that. Let's go next. He got me. He got me good. Uh-oh. Hey, D1. Hope y'all having a good night. Hell yeah, bro. How's it going? How's it going, dude? I'm getting my dailies in. You asked for something other than a 3-gate push? That's true. That's true. It was still going to be some kind of all-in, I guess, huh? Getting my hopes up. Getting my hopes up for something other than an all-in was still too much. How dare I? How dare I? We got another Protoss, guys. It's never going to end. It's never going to end.
It's time to kick things off.
Hair looking peak. Thanks, bro. All right, then. $4,000 APM? Hell yeah. Babe, please, at least one bunker this time. What's a bunker gonna do? Pray tell, what does a bunker do? Million dollar question, guys. What does a bunker do? I do appreciate the free pylon. That is always nice. I will never complain about free pylon. Bunkers help versus Hydras? How? How do bunkers help versus Hydras? Humor me. How do bunkers help against Hydras? It's like a bigger depot? It is. A bunker is exactly like a bigger depot. Yeah. Actually, someone in chat got it right. You're correct. You're correct. A bunker does the same thing a supply depot does. Same thing. Yeah, except the difference is bunkers don't provide supply, right? It's like building a wall that costs supply. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Protoss players in shambles. The joke is funny because Protoss players do have to build a living wall. So they know exactly what it's like. They know exactly what it's like to get fucked. Say we just go for it. Move that big boy. Move that big boy. You did want one bunker, right? You said one? I'll build one for you. This one's just for you, guy in the chat, okay? Nobody else. Yeah, just ignore that. Just ignore that. Don't worry about that. Damn, looks like a 2010 game? Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Excellent work, team. Excellent work. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys. So proud of you. What a game. What a game. The Prism did have 4 stalkers in it. It did. So, you know, in case anybody was curious. Just in case you wanted to know. It did. It did. Oh, Nick Mal with the negative aura comment. Oof. Thank you. Thank you, Mino. I appreciate that. Home Depot. I think the last time I heard about Home Depot was some TikTok where a guy tried to buy $500 of insulation for 5 cents due to a bug on the website. As you might imagine, absolutely none of it was probably real, but he did get away with paying 5 cents for the insulation. So Just in case you wanted to know. I'm good like that, with remembering facts. I know. Hey, maybe the only reason I won that game was the bunker. Who knows? A guy in chat may have inadvertently butterfly effect us into winning GSL again. You black out some letters so it said off pot. Nice, nice. At the Sure Save supermarket growing up, a bunch of the letters on the sign stopped working, so it just said Sure. That was it. Our grocery store just became Sure. Not much. No other lore, no other depth there. That was just the way that it was. Just the way that it was. No, this guy did a 4-gate blink all-in last time we played him, so I expect him to do the same thing. There's not really a counter to it. I could just rush tanks and do nothing other than build siege tanks, but I tried that. That's actually what I did last time I played him, and he still killed me, so I'm just letting you guys know that's what it's going to boil down to. So usually you only win these games if the opponent makes like a big mistake or they're a lot worse than you. But this guy's probably not only better than me, but also he's not making mistakes, so I'd be shocked if he did something other than rushing blink. But if he does, then I'll be happy to see wherever this game takes us. I don't see myself being able to hold the Stalkers this time, though. Isn't better scouting? Yeah, but I know what he's gonna do, so why would I scout? He's going blink stalkers on 4 gateways on 2 bases. Do you have any other questions about what he's doing? Do you want me to tell you like when warp gate finishes with this build next, or? Sometimes I feel like you guys don't listen to me, but like it doesn't matter if he's going blink or not. You don't get it. I don't know what other way to say it, guys. If he doesn't go blink, I'm gonna pop champagne. I'm gonna rip my shirt off and wave it around my head like I'm in a Happy Madison film. Do you understand? Do you understand that it doesn't matter if he doesn't go blink, whether I think he's doing it or not? Because it's the only good build he has. And anything else that he does gives me a much better chance of being able to play this game. That's all. So if he doesn't want to go blink, by all means, don't go blink. But he's going blink. You want to know why? Because he wants to win this game. That's all. Nothing personal. I'm dancing naked on the table. I'm ordering shots of Fireball if he's not going blink. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get fucked up, guys. Yo, Bulbasaur. Hey, hey. No, I told chat I wouldn't win any games until you got back so that you didn't miss anything, actually. We got you. Actually, chat told me I shouldn't win any games until you got back, so you didn't miss out. Chat was actually thinking about you. It wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. Chat was like, Nate, Bulbasaur went out to go get milk, and if he comes back, we don't want to lose every game. We don't want to go on a win streak and then start losing when he gets back, because that would be like awful, you know. So we did just for you. Just everybody in chat was thinking about you, Bulbasaur. I just want you to know that. Everybody. Some people in kind of disturbing ways. You should change your name and address and phone number. But they were thinking about you, if that helps.
Got freedom. All hands to battle stations.
I mean, this is the situation that we're in now, right? This is it.
SCVs didn't sign up to fight.
We tried to get a little loose with some IPAs last night. Oof, and you got sicky wicky. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate to hear. I'm like, you know, I don't really drink on my personal time or by myself ever. I'm a social drinker, but man, do people want to drink these days. Oh shit, there it is. There it is, right? He's got the prism. He's still got the prism. He's got the stalker still. All right. I'm like, bro, you gonna let me take my natural or what, dog? Okay, can you get off my leg, bro? Can you stop humping my leg, please? Thank you. These khakis are new. Okay. Yeah, Amazon Basics. How'd you know?
Find out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Beautiful. Beautiful. I feel like we did a lot of damage to his economy this game, so you know, just hoping that pays off. Will it? Survey says maybe, question mark, don't really know. IDK, my BFF Jill. Yeah, survey says IDK, my BFF Jill. Sorry, that is what it says. My bad. I checked for you guys. Let's see what he's got, though. You're traumatized by Family Feud? I'm sorry to hear that. Game Show Network is one of the few refuges I've probably spent too much time on. So I'm kind of there with you, but also not. I mean, going over to watch Jeopardy at the Stangos was just classic Saturday kind of action. Play a little bit of charades, you know. Big money, no whammies. Yeah, they got crazy bitch doing that show, right? The one they made the movie about. We watched all of that. That's great. We're big Elizabeth Banks fans here. She's an absolute psychopath. One of my favorite things. My favorite things about her. You know Elizabeth Banks made Cocaine Bear, right? Now she just hosts that show. What is it called? It's like we have to stop it, right? You have to stop it and avoid the whammies. All of us, I'm like, Nathan's out here glazing up this show. Can't even fucking name it. Push your luck. Yes. Good stuff. Yeah, guys, I took the streamer base and he went right for it. He went right for the streamer base. It's tragic. It really is. Not much you can do there. He went over it with a prism. Oh, they always do. They always do.
Mind out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those.
Meh. Fuck it. We ball. Ball. Mine. Yeah, we doing it. Beautiful. He doesn't have that many stalkers. We're in a good spot. How about them apples, baby? Sorry guys, you know what they say, even the bodies of the bedbugs can be used to bring them back, so you gotta clear it all out. He was so annoyed he only gave you a single G. You know what? In this economy, that still feels like a lot. Look at that. Look at his build, by the way. It's kind of exactly like we drew it up. See, he went Gateway, Core, Nexus. So Core before Nexus, directly into Twilight Council at 220. And then look at that. Boom. Gateway, Gateway. Oh, okay, so this game was 3-gate Robo. This game was 3-gate Robo. That's kind of nice, actually. Maybe that's why this game was so much more manageable than the last one, because he went Blink Obs, or he went Blink Prism. He went Blink Prism, and my Liberator sieged at his natural at like the perfect time. Is kind of what worked out for us, I suppose. Not too shabby. How is it going, Nate? Yo, Giovanni. It's going pretty well. I just need to take 2 minutes, guys. I'm just going to double check that there's nothing in front of my door, and this will be the only break we take during tonight's show. So just give me 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Appreciate you. Yo. Oh my god. Okay, guys, I was right. Actually, the desk is here. Sorry I took so long. I actually did just carry it inside. It was very heavy. They only got half of it over our gate. I guess the FedEx guy couldn't pick the box up over the gate. But I was able to. So it was pretty heavy, but it's all inside now and we're good. I'm just going to take a second to breathe here. Just like count to 10 with me, okay? All right. Well, turned into quite a day, didn't it? I didn't expect my desk to get here. It said December 3rd through 4th, so it's just here already. Surprised my dad hasn't texted me yet telling me it was delivered. You know, you should get an adjustable desk and try a standing stream. Must be good for your health. Well, I do that all the time. I already do that. I've had this desk for 11 years, but it does go up and down. I'm finally replacing an 11-year-old desk. That's what my dad got me for Christmas. I've had this desk since like 2014. Kind of crazy to think about. I've had this forever. So I'm pretty hyped. Pretty hyped to be yeah. But this desk is so big too. Some of the cable management stuff with it is a little tricky. So the one we're moving to is going to be just a little bit less deep. So I think I got like the largest one that IKEA had basically when I got it originally. So it's like this might be like 72 by I don't know, by 48 almost. This might be 72 by 48 desk. It is too big, frankly. It is. Can finally rest. Maybe turn it into a coffee table. I could put this outside, I guess. The wind's not gonna move this thing. But it'll work nicely because it'll give us a little bit more of this room back. It'll make the office a little cozier. Should be able to. We've got things that are pretty nice. Honestly, the office is pretty well set up. I think we don't really need to make too many adjustments here. Now that the desk isn't gonna wobble from me moving my hands on and off the keyboard, though. That's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. You know how many times I like stressfully push down on my mouse and feel this thing wobble for the last few years? It's been killing me. I've like tightened and adjusted it 3 times, but the tabletop fasteners that they use are pretty horrible. They're quite bad. So we're free, boys. We're free. Am I gonna set it up tomorrow? Well, tomorrow Katie's opening. So she's closing tonight. She's opening tomorrow, which means we're gonna have. And the Jets game is tomorrow. So we'll probably watch a little bit of football. You know, maybe I'll put the game on. Maybe I'll put on the game and put the desk together. That might be what I do. Might be what I do. Depending on when she gets back tonight. Maybe that could be my workout. Could be my workout tonight, too. Did I tell you guys I'm at 10.5 miles this week? I'm at 10.5 miles. It resets on Sunday, so I'm at 10.5 miles walking this week. Did I do a good job? That's purely just going out to get steps. Did I do a good job? I need to get my cardio up. I've been getting some good paces, improving paces on the walks. Yeah, but the new desk is adjustable too, so since I won't have to play around, like part of the issue is that because this one is so big, the base, it also kind of creates an issue where when I lower the desk height as far as the towers go, because my PC towers are, I use full-size cases. I use full-size towers because heating and all of that crap. I like having 500 fans inside my case to circulate. So it should be a little easier for me to have the systems tucked in closer to the center of the desk on the top side, which I think will make it a lot easier for the intended purpose anyway. Man, he locked in, huh? He's locked in. Oh, you know what else? You know what else? I went to this new place. I went to this new place by the water, and I had a couple really good fest beers. But I saw, for the first time in my life, I saw a seal. I saw seals in the wild. I saw wild seals, like the dogs of the ocean. I saw those guys. I just saw wild seals chilling in the bay. It was pretty sick. It was admittedly pretty badass. So I thought you guys would all probably appreciate that. All right, looks like he killed us. GG, we go next. Let's see how much more auto battling can I get in today. I think we've gone through most of our resources here. We're well topped up. Lucille? See, I get it. It's a Walking Dead joke. Do you get it, Lois? What city you're from? Well, right now I'm in Bellingham, Washington. It's all the way in the tippity top left corner of El Estados Unidos. All right, we got a Zerg. Did I just get 6-star speed boots? Yeah, there we go. It is Saturday. Way up in the corner. Way up in the corner. It's the last metropolitan area before you hit Canada. It's a Zerg, Nathan. Don't build a refinery before your barracks. Don't do it. Don't do it. Resist. No! No! Don't! He's not Protoss. Nathan's been playing nothing but Terran versus Protoss for 2.5 hours. I have been falling for 30 minutes. I gave him a crown because he's the king, obviously. I gotta get my bike. I gotta get my bike back from when we moved up to Washington. We left our exercise bike because we didn't end up renting any places that had room for it. But I'd like to get that back up here now. We've been keeping that in our spare office we have set up at mom and dad's place. That is still in the first place that we were when we got up here. So we do not have room for that. Green Reaper, red Queen, purple Creep, spinning discs, floating Overlord. That's right. Big, brightly burning jetpacks. Intense physics. Roaches.
What's going on?
Uh-oh. Well, we're getting roach rushed, boys. We're getting roach busted. I think we're cooked. Bellingham seems like a chill place. Lots of nature around. Oh my god, dude, it's so nice. There's a pond full of mallards. We've just been... That's like literally my whole daily ritual is just... I get up, I'm out there before Katie's even up. I'm like, I wake up and just make a fucking beeline to the pond and just go see the ducks. It's incredible. Well, we got cheesed by the one guy who's not a Protoss, but sometimes it be like that. At the very least, we broke the trend of playing nothing but TVP all day today, so I will start there and say that is nice. Beautiful, nice. We love to see it. Love to see that. All right, we got a game. Yeah, it's great, but Bellingham is awesome. All right, we got the same guy. Let's just hope that he's bored from doing that and doesn't do it a second time in a row. How about that, guys? Let's all hold our hands together and sing Kumbaya. See, this is why you don't open with the Reaper. Because if I go gasless, then by the time the roaches show up, I'm gonna have a bunker with 4 Marines. So I can put myself into an even more advantageous position. Games like the one I just played, by the way, like, are just the ultimate example of why I hate Reaper expands. I do like the aggressive Reaper build, but Reaper expanding with just 1 Rax is like, it's so weak. It's one of the only builds that like actually makes you vulnerable to losing to that stuff. All right, I put myself out there. I got shut down pretty hard. I'm gonna revert back to what I know works best. Damn, he didn't even take gas this game. Yeah, this guy is a psychopath. He might not have taken it last game either, Nate, if he did roaches. Usually it's like, probably took both of his gases at like 28 supply. Or he's got the stream up, your pick. You could just get toxic immediately if you want to. It's Saturday. I don't think anybody cares. No, well, you know what? You want to know something interesting, guys? You want your random fact of the day from Nathanias? I was curious because in my mind, or I guess from what I've seen, you know, I grew up in a very nature-y kind of place over on the East Coast. I had a very Huck Finn kind of Tom Sawyer childhood with all of that, and especially being unsupervised out in the wilderness. But, you know, I was curious, like, what are the differences, East Coast, West Coast, and some of the more geological things, because it all started way it all started way back when Nathanias and his wife went to the Fred Meyer to pick up a pine-scented candle. And lo and behold, did Nathanias discover that they don't sell pine-scented candles out here because there are no actual pine trees. Everything out here is a Douglas fir, which have needles, but they don't follow this very specific pine structure of the eastern or white pine that apparently are all over Pennsylvania and Appalachia in general. Conversely speaking, very little in the way of Douglas firs over in Moscow, PA. So I was like, wow. It's kind of crazy that they just don't have anything with the pine smell. And I checked a lot of candles, like 30 different ones. Bath and Body Works has one scent that's called Christmas Tree, and that one actually does have a little bit of pine in it, in case you guys were wondering, because I ended up going really deep trying to research this. So anyway, I was like, that's kind of insane to me. Like, the idea that pine candles aren't even sold out here because people out here don't have any connection to the smell, because pines just, they don't even know. Unless they've been over there, they don't know. They just got completely different trees out here. So I was like, well, what else is different? And it was like, well, Bellingham's a coal mining country. Scranton was coal mining country. Then I find out, I mean, apparently out here, the coal they were mining was like peat coal, which was apparently, it's like, you know how they say it's like dinosaur oil or whatever, crushed or condensed over a long amount of time into whatever, and that's how they make coal? Well, we got anthracite coal that's like 200 million years old in Pennsylvania, but out here the coal's only 50 million years old, and apparently it's mostly made from things that fell into the swamp. So there you go. There you go. The Pacific Northwest, the very, very Northwest anyways, quite a bit in the way of bogs, swamp, marshlands. A lot of protected marshlands out here as well, which, you know, I mean, Moscow, Pennsylvania also has a lot of protected marshlands, so it's, even just that basis of comparison I thought alone was interesting, because it's like difference between anthracite coal and peat coal, and apparently anthracite is like, you know, that's the burns hotter, burns cleaner, etc. And then like, well, the peat stuff is pretty mushy, even it's not even always necessarily solid. They're like, it's like somebody put coal in the oven and let it bake for, you know, only about a third of how long it's supposed to be. So I just thought that was interesting. There are apparently lots of mine shafts and just abandoned tunnels and stuff underground out here, just like in Pennsylvania, which is cool too. I've never been into a mine shaft out here, of course. I've only been into Pennsylvania mine shafts, but there you go. You guys maybe learned a little bit about coal or something today. I don't know. Pretend I'm your teacher and like you care about this subject material. Thank you. Well, he did just go roaches before. In this game, he's like playing completely differently. I mean, this is like one of the most no scout, just like sitting on my hands games from a Zerg I've seen in a long time. Like, if you told me this guy had the stream open, I would believe you. Because it seems like last game, he knew I just didn't have anything. But this game, he's like, I'm just going to completely do nothing the entire match. So my guess is that he's waiting to transition into like 200 supply all at once. He's just gonna get up enough money to max out on roaches and all in me with them. I just can't imagine what else he'd be doing here. He's trying to go up to like 5 bases without having interacted with me literally at all. So after he was so aggressive last game, so I'm kind of like, Oh, there we go. See, usually all we have to do to get them to scout is complain about it. Then they realize, you know, they can't make us look bad if they make it too obvious. So I'm just glad he's paying attention. I know how to make him attack us. Right here, baby. He coming. Yeah, we're just gonna have to turtle too, because he's so bricked up we can't really do anything. Well, see, it looks like he finally is starting to care about what we're doing. Oh, no, he's actually just going to take every base. Yeah, I think he's trolling us. We're just going to rush to max supply as fast as possible and all in him, because that seems pretty clear now. He's trying, though. He is. Crazy son bitch. You taking this one too? No? Okay. Can't let him have every base. Oh, he's got the top left bases too, huh? It looks like he's got every base from what I can see here. He looks like he took all the corners. Yeah, he's griefing us hard. Yeah, all the static defense too. He's turtling up. He's turtling up. Well, guys, like I said, anytime we play people that do weird stuff, or like, especially if they're like trying to waste our time, the easiest fix is we get to 200 supply, we all in them, and we leave no matter what happens. The only outcome we want to avoid in this situation is the game going longer than it has. That's it. So we have a different objective now. We just want to end the game. Yeah, notice how he suddenly really wants to base trade us. Notice how he's trying to do everything he can to get us to go home. There it is. There it is. He just wanted to spend more time with you. Very sweet. Yeah, exactly. Look how much stuff he had, and the moment I forced him to fight me, he's like, meh. But you know what? With his corner base with 700 minerals of static defense. Oh, he had me. He had me good there. Adrenal. Look at that resources loss difference, though. You know, that does make up for it. That does put a smile on my face. That was nice. What was his goal? Like I said, I think he was trolling us. Sometimes people get distracted with like trying to be silly that they don't like, you know, they forget to actually do a build. He might have just opened with the roaches just to make me think he was going to do the same thing as last game. But like I said, it didn't matter because we technically did a greedier build by skipping the Reaper. Like most people would say that you need the Reaper, but like you can see in a game like that, even though we don't get it, we're safer against the roaches. And then he doesn't even do the roach push. So because he doesn't do the roach push and we do the greedier option, we just end up ahead. So that's one of the reasons I really like that style. I won't lie, like doing the Reaper micro is fun. I have a lot of fun microing the Reapers. But if it's either like that 2 racks build or nothing. That said, the 2 racks build is very fun, and I don't foresee myself ceasing using that build at any point. Let's see. Let's see what he's got. Roach Warren.
This better be good. You gonna give me orders? Been waiting on you. Bad news?
some new toys.
He didn't actually get over here, did he? Oh, okay. Noise.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Show me what you got.
Your add-on is
SCV ready.
Should all maps have grass? I mean, they say that there's like less than a tenth of the amount of deaths in alcohol, so I don't see why not. I think it's mostly like, you know, it's just a lot of people got in trouble for it in the past, and they don't want to deal with that, I think. I don't see why any maps wouldn't have grass, that's for sure. Oh, you mean like the tile set? Yeah, why not? Mm, 54 out of 54, Nate. What are you, Sal?
research has concluded.
None? Oh, I don't even have an engineering bay. Yeah, Nate. How are you gonna make a turret or a planetary if you don't have an engineering bay? Well, Nate, you can't. Wow, riveting commentary, Nathan. Thank you. Back to Nathan. Hey guys. Do you enjoy the new maps? Yeah, I'd say these are the freshest maps we've had in years. Seriously. They're very nice. Very nice. There's nobody in StarCraft that complains about maps historically more than Nathanias. And I'm happy. So, either the world has frozen over into a cold hell, or the maps actually suck because I like them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just here to ask you for $5 so I can live mine. That's it. Here we go! Oh, a little drippy droppy. Look at that.
I appreciate
He's a psychopath. I don't think he's really going to get much from this, but...
Add-ons finished.
Loud and clear.
Hey, that was adorable. That was. I loved it, personally. I mean, the creep spread really tells you everything you need to know. This is more a game of hang in there than it is anything else. Like, we could see an even bigger drop attempt from him on this, right? Like, if that's his plan for creating space to execute his attacks, that's what we need to be mindful of. I thought he was gonna Nidus us personally. I did. I thought that's where this was headed.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade ready. Moist. Find out some of the minerals.
Well, this is it, guys. We're not going to be able to get another base because this map looks absolutely freaking huge. So I say we just do it, man. We just got to get it. Do it, get it, go it, got it, good it, etc. All right, this is it. This right here, this is it.
Standing by. Yes, sir.
Got him. Man, he had ultras coming out at the end there, too. That's what they're always trying to do. That's what they're always going for. How many drones did I get at the start? That's what I want to know. How much did my Hellions get? And how many workers did he have after I sacrificed them? That's what I want to know. Yo, thank you, Wreak Havoc, for the 5-month sub. God bless you, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. It's the only reason I can be here doing this. Seriously, thank you. Yeah, what were we at there? 10, not bad. So not bad at all. You can see I actually did just kind of bring it a little bit closer before his next gen goes out, but look at that worker count prior. Like, before I run in here, he was being very greedy, or it seemed like he was trying to. Oh, it was 31, sorry. What did he have before I went in? Because it felt like he was over 40, but maybe he was building them as I pushed. Because it looks like he breaks over it. Yeah, he breaks over to 41 right at the start. And I think I get 10 drones and set him straight back to 31, and I think that's just it. Yeah. 32. Not too shabby. I do send those next 2 in there, which I guess was maybe a little bit crazy of me. Maybe a little bit crazy. Just gonna close the window. Got a few more games coming up tonight. It gets so chilly. It gets so chilly out here. Does not take much time. Yo, Kyler. Does not take much time to cool things off. That's for sure. Let's go next, baby. I need to put the bouncing DVD logo on this, one of these spaces behind me on the vertical stream. Especially if when I blink the camera. I could probably squeeze it in there. DVD logo and DVD logo final. Do I really have 2 sources for the... It's because one of them's the old one, and it still exists somewhere in OBS, so if I add it, it'll be the wrong one. It's like playing Russian roulette with my sources. I'm not going to do that. That terrifies me. Nathan, can't you click on the source before you enable it and see which one is pointing to the local file versus the website? I mean, I could do that. Yeah, maybe after this game. We got another Zerg player. Hey, does anybody else here feel like we kind of suffered all day to finally get some Zergs at the end? Am I crazy for having that, or is that a shared opinion? Are you guys all like, man, you know, I'd watch Nathan play 3 hours of the worst TVP ever just to see him get some of those games against Zerg where I watch him Megazord it out? It's okay to admit you like the Megazord build. We're all Power Rangers fans here. Because StarCraft, giant robots. I mean, what is the difference between a Thor and a Megazord, honestly? They're both the size of a building. They both fight giant monsters summoned by beans that are thrown onto other monsters that were at first smaller, but then became large. It's basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing. Don't be rude. Oh no. Oh no. I broke somebody's heart today. They wrote a letter and I didn't write back. What they don't know is that there was a thunderstorm and the telegram, it never made it. Because back in the day, that's just what happened. That's some real shit. Yeah, he's gonna think to himself, oh, there's only one. It's just the one Marine, actually. No luck catching the Marines, then. Dear Mister, I'm too good to call or write, my fans. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can't believe Nathanias really thought he'd be able to retire onto a farm and do nothing but raise golden retrievers for the rest of his days. What a sick fuck. Absolutely. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. There I was. 7 days from retirement. Golden Farms were calling me. The best golden hugs, the best golden nugs. Because we also did fried chicken. That's right. That's right. Oh, there, see, yes, that's true. We have a bunker sighting, ladies and gentlemen.
A bunker has been sighted at the front of the natural expansion. Please know.
Just so we're all on the same page. A bunker was constructed on this day, November 29th, in the year of our Lord 2025. Nathan's building the bunkers just for you. Just for you. I didn't say I wouldn't build a bunker. I just said they don't really do anything. So, if you build Marines at the very beginning of the game, before you start building mech units, then you can kind of get away with it, though. Like, if you only make those 4 Marines, then it starts to become a more palatable experience. I'm literally Clem right now. I'm literally Clem. Alright, his lair is on the way. He's already got the spore crawler, by the way. These guys, they always get the spore crawler fast. Absolutely nobody wants to get battlecruiser Dongarino'd by Nathanias. That's like that's just like one of those, you know, universal virtues or whatever they call them. Oh, right on the spore crawler. Oy vey. You guys see how much work? You see how I'm slaving over here? I'm slaving over a hot TVZ, and my opponent just has queens and static defense. Do you guys see? All right. Do you really think he's putting in the same effort as I am over here? And now, the only way to make sure that we can guarantee a victory is to not throw all of our shit away. So, tragically, this is the part of the game where it slows down. You put your arm around your partner's waist, you pull her in close, and you say, I just saved 15% or more on my car insurance by switching to Geico. She'll never forget it, I'll tell you that. I guess tanks can't be abducted, so you can put them a little further forward nowadays, huh? Maybe. Yeah, build, build, build. That's it. I mean, it's like the real question is how many Hellions do I want to throw away? Like, that's it. How many Hellions do I want to send to their demise for no reason? That is a question I'm trying to answer right now. Also, how long will I be supply blocked? The limit does not exist. .mp4, obviously. Let's see. What's he got over on this side of the map? Nate, you're making so many tanks. It's not like you. Cancel them all and start going Thors. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. It was a setup. It was a setup. He did not have the dankest nugs waiting for me. Wow. Wow. Now I'm doing 25 to life over one Hellion run by? Are you shitting me? Oh wait, run through the liberation zone, maybe? I mean, he was gonna try to run away either way, I guess, but this is what I get, right, guys? I told you that he was turtling and I was gonna just do my max out and attack, and then the big push comes from him. Either I was completely wrong or I succeeded in motivating him to be a little bit more proactive. Either way, this game certainly did end up getting more interesting, so I got what I wished for. That's for sure. Whoa! Partner! Ay, ay, ay! Alright, you know what? You can have it. Let's go next. Sometimes it'd be like that. Yo, thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I said the words out loud, right? I said it out loud. I said, I'm going to cancel the tanks. Then it just came right at me. That was the mistake. Tanks can't be abducted? No, they made that change in the last patch. I think they're trying to make Terran, like, more viable for noobs, but I think buffing tanks is kind of nuts. Kind of crazy way to do it. They're such a boring unit. Oh, this guy was actually sick good. He was he's a GM. Oh yeah, I don't know, I can't feel bad about that at all. He's probably the best guy we played today. Good game. We are searching for another. Yo, Prince, what's up, what's up? Play a ghost opener, please, for me. When somebody talks to me, you know, like, I'm a thing and not a person, that really turns me on. We got TVZ. Let's go. TVZ question mark? First one of the night, Kappa. Dude, I'm so thankful. We really did play nothing but Terran versus Protoss all day. It feels really weird to be talking about it like we were still just playing TVP. The first 2.5 hours, 3 hours, almost the first whole 3 hours of the stream was just playing Terran versus Protoss. And now we've like settled into this really little sexy kind of rhythm, just getting TVZs. And I can accept that some of the Zergs are going to be more aggressive than others. We've had some good variety in the games. I don't need to win them all. I mostly just don't want every game to be 3 minutes, because that's, you know, then I don't get off, and I need that. So I need the game to go somewhere between 7 and 15 minutes. I'll admit it. You can write it off as a personal weakness, but I like being in that 10-minute-ish average game length range. I think I've been pretty good about that. You know how long it's been since I've put someone in a box and like dragged a game out for an hour just to fuck with them? It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Play a bunker rush for me, please. Here you go. There it is. Wish granted. I didn't tell you where I'd rush the bunker. So anyway, I was playing some Dead by Daylight last night with my wife, and yeah, I was Rick Grimes again. How'd you get? How did you know? Yeah, I was Rick Grimes again. It was a good time. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. How's the wife? Oh, great. How's the kids? Great.
Let's burn.
What a day. So I let out my inner Rick Grimes last night. That was a good time. I guess I just, right? We just gotta send that into the main base. He's just gonna keep these lings back here until the end of time, so... If we play this right, it's like just free Zergling donation in a manner of speaking. Anyway. I don't know how you do this without the stream. And if he's not careful, his guys are just going to be like totally never getting out. You know what I mean? Like imagine if I built a wall and then his units couldn't leave, you know? And it's like, yeah, you killed 2 SCVs. I guess. Roman, how much have you had to drink tonight, alright? And the answer better be something, okay? I'm gonna be real nice and tell you that we had a delicious Crown Royal the other night, alright? It's one of my personal favorites because A, it's Canadian, B, it's whiskey, and C, it's whiskey. What are your thoughts? It's okay if you're like a JMO guy too. I don't have a problem with that. I've missed a lot of REM cycles thanks to JMO, so I get it. I get it.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Damn. That's a lot of lings. That's a lot of shit. Yeah, use my goated Hellion micro technique that I learned from Kame-Kame-san. Up on the lookout, bitch.
Full speed. Easy.
Crown too sweet, you're a Johnny Walker guy. Hey, I respect that. The fact that you have a basis for your opinion at all, that, not gonna lie, that gets me going. I love that you have a basis for your opinion beyond monkey see, monkey think, and do. Not that there aren't many things where I monkey see, monkey. I'm pretty big on that myself too. I'm just saying, no hot guy ever told me to buy White Claws. I made that decision on my own, you know. Whether it was a good or a bad one, I own it. Does it get more human than that? Well, he's going for the muddy mutts here.
Reporting for action.
That's okay. It wasn't meant to be.
Easy.
Mind out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Attention.
Nate, is that like the third engineering bay that you've made this game? That's hilarious. I'm not even mad. I'm just like, your ability to autopilot sometimes is really terrifying. Like, I'm one traumatized son of a bitch.
Attention. Flight plan.
It gets funnier the more shit like that I notice. Oh.
Fire.
Well, I do have a third bay, so we should probably.
Easy. Standing by.
Oh. Seven voodoos? Damn. This guy's had okay. Well, you're turned up. That's alright. I'll forgive you. You said it was your birthday this week? God bless you, buddy. Make sure, you know, you drive safe, sleep tight, etc. Bed bugs, all of that.
How can we help? We read you.
Command Center upgrade. Add-on done. Swap away.
Commander.
Put me other way. I mean, he had the spire, and yet we see nothing from it. One of his spore crawlers was unrooted, but he's got a lot of lings, and my blue flame is not ready yet, so... You know, it's kind of like, why would I want to throw myself into a blender? Aside from all the fun parts of doing that. This guy can't even be fucked to put creep between his own bases. Glad he's not working at the brewery. You were swimming? Swimming is awesome, dude. I love going swimming. That was one thing we still did a lot of. We got that broke discount at the YMCA, you know what I'm saying? Spent a lot of time at the pool there. This is good shit. Yeah, you guys like, I'm gonna show you, I'll show you all my secret ninjutsus. I will show you all of the Hellion Hellbat transform jutsus, okay? I'll get you every single one. All right. I say it's time to take this pony to the show. I know, it's crazy. I don't even have 700 Thors. Yeah. Huh? What you got? Oh, the Ultralisks. Yeah, come on. Yeah, see? See? Do you see them? Oh, the mule! Oh, it's Bernie Sanders with a steel chair! Yeah, you better run. Let's try and like body block him from running back to his base. See, I thought I'd catch something. I thought I'd catch something. Oh, call me Gordon Ramsay. 'Cause welcome to the master class, bitch. Remember, guys, the secret is you put the liberation zone over the Thor. And you have the make sure the liberators are always targeting the ultras. How many pounds of steel does it take to break a man's back? Whew! All I have to say after that game is, damn. That was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one right there. I wasn't sure how that was going to end. He had a lot of Ultralisks, and I didn't wait for Thor's this time. Honestly, when I saw the number of Lings he had, I thought to myself that he was going to skip Infestors and maybe just play Ling Bane into Ultra. Or maybe I wasn't thinking that ahead, because I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. The real truth is, I saw all the Lings and Banes, and I was like, maybe he's not going to tech up that fast, because I just didn't think there would be Infestors. The fact that he did have Ultras was kind of crazy. I'll admit, that did catch me off guard a little bit. I thought he was going to maybe build like 1 billion roaches after his, yeah, but then he didn't, right? He ended up just staying on lots of Lings, and I was like, okay, I'm expecting either a Muta transition, maybe. He could make a lot of Ravagers, but instead he just had super fast Ultralisks. But I had plenty of Liberators. I gotta take another look at a few of those little moves we made, because these maps have some nice choke points, don't they? I need to see both of these again, because the first fight goes really, really nicely. Just right here at this choke point, like, so many of the Ultras are getting chunked at. I think I got 2 with the Liberators here. Yeah, I think that was 2 Ultras. Maybe there was a third one in there I missed, but like, this is so sick, because you don't put the Liberators like ahead or anything. You kind of put them in this space where if the fight happens, if the Ultras actually get on your army, they are in the zones. But that was how many were stuck up there? Was that 4? There's like 5 Ultralisks I trapped with that mule. That's got to be one of the nastiest things I've ever done. That's pretty disgusting, all right? I'm not going to lie. That right there is one of the most fucked up things I think I've pulled off in a StarCraft game in a hot minute. And then the rest of the game was just brutally close. Like, the Thors obviously couldn't support the Liberators with this number of Corruptors. But this is a part of why it's so important to have a large number of Liberators to start with, because if you don't have anything to assist the Thors, they won't kill anything. So, like, normally trading out a full army would be kind of rough versus Zerg. But let's look at the end of the fight. He's got 3 Ultras on the way, 2 Corruptors, a handful of Lings, but he's not maxed. I'm gonna guess, yeah, that's most of his larvae. He has 9 larvae on the way. And then, I mean, obviously, you know, the Terran player in this position, like, I've just got crazy money. And it's true that I don't have much of an army. Like, if he could teleport a bunch of Lings and Ultras into my base at this moment, sure, like, you know, you put a couple Lings in each of these bases and he'd rip everything apart. But we're not on my planet, are we? Type stuff. Big Toy Story fan here. Sorry, guys, if I wasn't open about that earlier. Ultras cost 6 Brazilian gas. They do, though. That's exactly it, though. They cost Brazilians of gas. It's a lot. It's actually been medically documented to be a significant amount. Fun fact. You guys all knew that, though. You guys all knew that. What am I going to do with the evening here? I should take Lewis out. It is frigid, but I should take him out. Get some steps with the boy. Do I dare try to put the desk together? There's not that many parts, Nate. There's really not. It's all about, what you're really going to do is bolt the bridge of the frames, right? You know, bolt the bridges to the base, and then the frames to the bridge. And then it's just going to be a matter of putting the thing on top. And you've done that like 3 times this year, so this shouldn't be too tough. Yeah, but what are you going to do with your old desk? Are you really going to bring it in here and build it while your old desk is still in here? Once there's 3 desks in this room, will you be able to get the other desk out? I don't know. Yeah? Yeah. Who is this guy? What's up with his questions? I'm searching for a game and running out of things to talk about, so I'm just going to get progressively more unhinged since it's 8 o'clock. I do want to give you another game or two. Why? Because I'm having fun. Oops. Sorry. You guys notice? You guys notice when Nathan has the bad streams, he ends them a little early, and when he's having good streams, they go a little longer? Fucking crazy, I know. Nobody could have ever foreseen such a pattern. What did I tell you guys in the big season-ending Fortnite event this morning? By the way, they did have the K-pop Demon Hunters, and they did play Takedown. They did play How It's Done during the fight. So, and Hatsune Miku shot a laser off of Godzilla's head. So now you guys all know that now against your will. So enjoy. All right, we got TVZ. Ended in about 6 hours, bro. Yo, it's my dog's 6th birthday, okay? He asked me to go hotbox the doghouse. All right, what do you want me to do? You want me to say no? You want me to say no to him on his birthday? On my golden retriever's 6th birthday? I forgot when I tuned in tonight, but I think I've only seen you TVZ. Guess I should have got here earlier. No, you didn't miss much. We did get spanked by Protoss players. We got spanked. Here's a real question. All right, here's a real question. Only a true Nathanias fan would know, because I actually do not remember. Did I win any games versus those Protoss players earlier? Now the guy who like sniped me 5 times is like gonna chime in immediately. No, bitch. Or do I Dunning-Kruger it? I just have to give the incorrect answer confidently, and then someone in chat who's been paying attention but's too lazy to answer will be enraged, and they'll be forced to answer. Yeah, I actually won all my TVPs today, guys. It was pretty sick. And instead of typing GG, they said, "I love you, Nathan. Keep on winning." And I was like, so taken aback. It was incredible. And then everyone clapped. Yo, Kuzik, I hope you've been doing well. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, by the way. Like I said, we ended up kind of taking a recovery day yesterday, so I really did not end up, I really didn't end up streaming. I did find a really good clip. Guys, I'll say this, of all my YouTube shorts I put up recently, I was pretty hyped about the add-on steal. That one was nice. The comments on that video were pretty incredible. So I just wanted to say a big shout out to the comments. I actually kind of want to read them with you guys if that's okay, because it was just funny. I don't know if I'll just make that a thing. We'll do some comment breakdowns. It seems like I'm getting some like mentally stable people who have like a sense of humor and shit on my YouTube, which is really, really nice. Actually, everybody that's been coming to the stream through YouTube in the last month or two has just been really, really awesome. But anyway, I'm always trying to farm my own best clips, and it's a great way to support the stream if you're one of those people that likes to watch intensely and learn and all of that. But you know, if you can't spring for a sub or something like that, I'm just gonna shamelessly say, take a clip when you see something cool. You don't even need to edit it. I can edit your clips, but if you see a cool moment that Nathan maybe doesn't really appreciate, if you clip it, I can see all the clips everybody makes on my stream, and I do check them after every stream. So if you see something cool and you want to take a clip, just know I will see it. So if you're just like, Nate, this moment was cool, like you just press the button and hit save and that's it, that's totally fine. I'm completely fine with that. So asking you guys to help me edit is kind of fucking insane. So I'd like to make that bar as low as possible. Just press the button, press save. Give it any title. Doesn't matter. And if I really like your clip, I'll shout you out too, obviously. Definitely clip the mule block. Dude, yes. I actually got 2. I saved 2. I saved 2 clips. See, I already got the last game covered. I saved 2 clips from that one. That was like sick. I'll be honest, I haven't saved many. I haven't saved many clips from today's stream, but that was as we call in the industry, we call that one a banger. Call it a banger. Papaya. Papaya. Oh, you know that's what we're looking forward to as well, is season 2 of the Fallout show. That was really good. That was really good. Yeah, I appreciate you, Roman. I appreciate you. Happy birthday, brah. It did just turn into a TVZ fest, huh? You know what? You know what, bro? Fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. Alright, there's the spire. That's good to know. We are gonna have to get some turrets. Who's winning Game of the Year, Nate? Game of the Year this year? I'm gonna guess Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake's probably not allowed to win Game of the Year. So I'm gonna go with, oh, it was a Ravager bust. Okay. I don't really know. I'd have to look up what games came out this year, I think. I don't remember. This has been like one of the longest years ever. It's not really something I've thought about, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. The nominees are out. Can you you just post them in order in chat or whatever? My headspace is so far away from remembering information. Once I'm like this deep into a stream and getting tired, it's like usually just like turning on the garbage disposal. So clear, obscure, Death Stranding. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't get to play Death Stranding 2 because I'm on PC. Kojima, why do you hate me? Oh, I want to play that game so bad. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Death Stranding 1 was dope. I loved that game. So, I thought the second one seemed like they were trying to target people who didn't like the first one. But I think that's probably the correct move, because I am a freak, so, like, obviously I like the first game. But, you know, I wouldn't mind if more people like the second one. So, but I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe one of those two. I have a feeling it's not going to be Donkey Kong, Hollow Knight, or Kingdom Come. I don't think that's going to happen. Claire Obscure is, like, kind of being tried to... Like, they're kind of trying to pitch it as non... like, milked IP, right? As far as something being popular, big, or good, you know? I barely made Nate build a single bunker. Hard to imagine how to make him play a ghost opener. Yeah, exactly. Well, you talk about me like I'm an object. I don't really feel heard, you know? I feel like you don't appreciate my craft. It's like walking into a shop or a restaurant ordering something off the menu, you know? Like, you feel like you're, for some reason, entitled to ingredients that I don't keep in my pantry. And no matter how many times I tell you this, you seem to insist that because I can bake or because I can cook, that I must be able to cook anything on command. And truthfully, between you and me, that's really what hurts the most. Because if I had a good ghost build, if I had a ghost strategy that I enjoyed playing or that I thought was worthy of your time as somebody who tunes into my stream, I want you to know that I would do it. I would. I don't have any ghost builds. I don't really like ghosts as they are in the game. And no amount of you telling me you want to see me build them really changes the fact that I just don't keep them in the pantry, you know? Go to a pizza place and ask them for a burger and just see what happens. They might actually be a little bit less kind to you than I've been in my response. That's all I'm gonna say. They might say something to you for asking that kind of question. That's all. People are here to watch me play out their Power Ranger fantasy of summoning the Megazord. Or the Dragon Zord. Really, like, you know, everybody's got their own thing. There's also the Mega Dragon Zord. You've got 3 different options right there. Alright? What about those people? They need to eat too. Nathan, you've been playing TVZ for the last 2 hours. They have been eating. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. It's one of those days. Every Nathanias stream is the new Transformers movie. Exactly. Like, if I had a good ghost build, I would do it. That's all. The one guy made the joke about bunkers. You know how easy it is for me to make a viewer's day by doing their build request when I can? Like, of course, you know? I'm not just gonna rush ghosts and lose. I'm not interested in that. I'm also not interested in playing 50-minute games. I don't do that anymore, so... Building ghosts is the absolute fastest way to get to an hour-long game. That I know for sure. White Tiger Zord crew represent? Hell yeah. Bro, we were checking out the mall. I was going to get Dad something for Christmas, and I must admit, there's this old retro toy shop, and they did have a full Green Ranger action figure. It was very tempting. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't do it, but it was tempting. They also have a jewelry store got replaced and filled in. Like, it looks like an empty jewelry store, but filled with rubber duckies. That is a thing. I just said those words out loud, and they're 100% true. There's just a rubber duck shop in the mall now. So there you go. That's what's going on in my world. Did I get something during Black Friday? No, I didn't end up picking anything up. We like going to the mall to people watch, and what did we get? Did we get something? Katie picked up Boom, chicka, 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 chicka. Oh yeah, we got some trail mix. We got some trail mix at the market at the mall. There you go. It was big spender. I got a kombucha. There you go. Katie got some trail mix, and I got some booch. How many SCVs are you just gonna donate, Nathan? Are you writing this off? Are we itemizing each SCV here, or are you not paying any attention? You're looking for RAM sticks and cried looking at the prices. Oh my god, yeah, RAM is so expensive, huh? Well, whether you believe in any of the AI crap or not, I do think anybody with the ability to look forward, you know, computers were always going to end up becoming a bigger and bigger part of everything, including the pieces that we need to make them, you know? I heard NVIDIA's not even shipping the board partners memory on their graphics cards anymore. It's not looking good out there for those who need RAM. It's not. How many hours, bro, today? We are at 3 hours and 51 minutes right now. My goal is to get this stream to 4 hours. That's what I'm trying to do. I did start a little bit later, but I was also like, you know, I always give myself the hard out at 8 o'clock. Unless I'm having a good day. Something that, like, some viewers will just never understand, but, like, you know, the true Nathanias believers, you guys get it. But, like, I could lose 100 Terran versus Zergs in a day, and my energy level wouldn't drop at all, you know? I could just play TVZ all day and be completely fine. Even boring ones are not that bad. But, like, there's, like, pretty much nothing I can do against a really good aggressive Blink player if I get TVP all day. So it's like, you know, it's a lot less of a I lost because of my mistakes in TVP than it is in TVZ. But, like, I could play TVZs all day. I wouldn't get tired of this. It's not like the Zerg has that many gotcha builds, right? If I lose, it's pretty much entirely just because I fucked up, which is how I would always prefer for that to be the reason why I would lose a game. But it does get exhausting to be like, I know he's gonna go Blink. I need him to just go in the wrong spot. That's stressful. It's draining. Damn. Think he's got us, boyos. That blinding cloud. That blinding cloud. Boy, does it last. GG. Thank you for your stream, Nate. I must go. I will remember this bunker you built for me. You're very welcome, Nick. You're very welcome. Happy birthday, my dude. Happy birthday. But you know, guys, I think 8:15, 8:17 is a pretty fantastic spot for us to stop as well. So I did give you guys a couple extra games there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We hit like 4 hours exactly. So I'm going to head out. I will see you all tomorrow. Katie is opening tomorrow, which means Nathan will be on earlier in the day. That said, the Jets are also playing. If the Jets win, which never happens, Nathan will allow himself to become inebriated and may not stream as a result. If the Jets lose, Nathan will disassociate and space out for half the day, so he will likely stream. Alright, that's all. Bye.